Hello from Mindpads. Today we will discuss commentaries in macroeconomics. April inflation probably rose up 5%, Reuters poll. The article reports the inflation on account of rising food prices in India. The Indian Central Bank decision to lower the interest rates will depend on the inflation remaining within the targeted limits. In addition to this, the consumer price index, depending on the food prices, is largely dependent on the monsoons for the growing season of food crops. Topics include interest rates, inflation, the relationship between interest rates and inflation, causes and consequences of supply side and demand side inflation. Explain using the national output diagrams and discuss the combined effect of cost push and demand pull inflation. Evaluation will cover the effectiveness of monetary policy to tackle recession, government intervention, to tackle inflation, unemployment, impact on consumers, producers, and society in short term and long term. South Africa. Employment declines in first quarter of 2016. The article details the unemployment situation in South Africa in the early quarter of 2016. The biggest job losses were observed in trade, manufacturing, and construction. Despite the quarterly increase, employment in agriculture was lower compared to a yearly ago. Topics include unemployment, causes and consequences of structural and cyclical unemployment. The reason for unemployment is a declining production in manufacturing and constructing structures, coupled with continuing decrease in worldwide aggregate demand and slump in the commodity markets. Explained with the national output and labor market diagrams. Evaluation will cover the effectiveness of demand side and supply side policies, along with the added burden of government support and social security expenditure in the short term and long term. Chinese economy to grow 6.7% in Q2. The article predicts a 6.7% growth rate in the second quarter of 2016 for the Chinese economy. The optimistic growth rate is attributed to the planned government expenditure of infrastructure, stable consumer expenditure on household products, cars, real estate, and the service sector, including spending on leisure, healthcare, and information services. Topics include economic growth, components of aggregate demand, investment, consumption, and government spending. Use the national income equation and macroeconomic diagrams to explain the current situation and possible solutions through interventionist and market-based supply side and demand side policies. Evaluation will cover the effectiveness of interventionist and market-based supply side and demand side policies in short term and long term in achieving economic growth. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. Do visit us at mindpads.org or write to us at mindpads.org@gmail.com.